equations of each angle, that is right. Today we shall discuss about solar time. This is solar time here. It is a time based on the angular motion of the sun across the sky. Okay, what is solar time? It is a time based on the angular motion of the sun across the sky. So here solar time will does not coincide with the local clock time. Okay, usually what we use the local clock time. The solar time does not coincide with that. It is necessary to convert the standard time to solar time by applying the some corrections. Okay, some correction factors. Here, solar time is dependent and it is generally different from local clock time and defined by politically defined time zones and other approximations. The LST, that is local standard time, can be obtained from the standard time by making two corrections. What are the two corrections we shall see? The first correction is because of the difference between the longitude of a location and the meridian on which the standard time is based. Here two corrections. One is because first is a difference between the longitude of a location and the meridian on which the standard time is based here. It has correction of 4 minutes for every degree difference in longitude. 4 minutes difference it will get for every degree difference in longitude. Okay, the factor of 4 comes from the fact that Earth rotates 1 degree for every 4 minutes. Here, by seeing the first point, what we can say? So every rotation, 1 degree rotation, 4 minutes will be varying. Okay, and the second correction is a equation of time. The second correction is equation of time. We shall see of time that okay. Here it is due to the fact that the Earth orbit and rate of rotation, it is subjected to a small fluctuations. Okay, Earth orbit and rate of rotation, it is both are subjected to small fluctuations. The correction factor in minutes can be obtained as, that is a equation LST is equal to standard time plus or minus TC divided by 60. What do you mean by TC? TC is in minutes. Here standard time plus or minus 4 into LSTM minus longitude of location, that is L suffix LOL close bracket plus equation of time. What do you mean by here LSTM? LSTM is nothing but local standard meridian time zone. And what about L suffix LOL, that is a longitude of location in degrees. And what about EOT? EOT is a equation of time in minutes. In India, standard time is based on what? Based on a 82.5 degree equator. Full moon LST is defined as the when the sun is the highest in sky. All the problem on based on equation of time and also LST. Okay, this what they've given is for a city located at 80.50 longitude, calculate the solar time on March 15, 2011 at 10:38 am in standard time they have given. N is equal to 74. How we can say N is equal to 74? From Jan 1st to March 15th, 74 days. What about the equation of time? There is a formula that is 9.87 sine 2b minus 7.53 cos b minus 1.5 sine b. B is nothing but 360 open bracket n minus 81 close bracket divided by 365. Okay, this is the formula for B. So we know that n is a 74. What you will get? Minus 6.9 degrees. So if we know the value of B, right, substitute and you will get the value minus 9.65 minutes. What about the LST? LST formula standard time plus or minus 4 into LSTM minus longitude of location plus EOD. We know that all the values, substitute here. LSTM they have given 82.5 degree and LOL they have given 80.5, and what about the standard time? 1030 they have given, right? So 1030 minus 4 into 82.5 minus 80.5 plus minus 9.65. Okay, because we got the equation of time is minus 9.65 minutes. So after solving, you'll get 10. That is a 10 hours, 12 minutes, 35 seconds. That is what you'll get, right? That is the LST. Next is the solar energy reaching the Earth's surface. What is the solar energy reaching the Earth's surface topic? Solar radiation. We know that, right? Solar radiation is a electromagnetic radiation which is emitted by the sun. What they are saying is solar radiation is a electromagnetic radiation which is emitted by the sun. What about the sun? The sun is converting its mass into a light particle by, it is nothing but a photon, right? Sun is converting its mass into a light particle. It is nothing but a photons. Once again, I repeat, solar radiation is a electromagnetic radiation which is emitted by the sun itself, and the sun is converting its mass into a light particle that we call as a photons. And here solar radiation that reaches on different locations on Earth on several factors such as geographic location, time, season, local and landscape, and also local weather, etc. What they are saying is solar radiation that will reach on a different locations. It will not reach on a particular location. Okay, it will reach on a different locations. Based on what? Based on several factors. That is it may be depend on geographic location, and it may be depend on time and season, local landscape, and also it may be depend on local weather conditions also. Okay, so due to these factors, it may be solar radiation may occur different locations, right? The Earth rotates around the sun in a elliptical orbit, and it is closer to the sun during a part of the year. Okay, the Earth will rotate around the sun in an elliptical orbit, and it is closer to the sun during a part of the year. When the sun is near to the Earth, okay, when sun is near to the Earth's surface will receive a little more solar energy. Here, when sun is near to Earth, we can say directly that when sun, we have discussed about solar radiation, and also the solar radiation will reach on different locations, right? And here, when sunlight passes through the atmosphere, it is subjected to absorption, scattering, and reflection by air molecules, water vapor, clouds, dust, and pollutants, forest fires, etc. Right? When sunlight passes through the atmosphere, it will subject it to what? Absorption, scattering, and reflection by air molecules, water vapor, clouds, and dust, pollutants, forest fires, etc. When photon is observed, its energy is changed into either electrical energy or heat energy. Once again, I repeat, when photon is observed, okay, when photon is observed, it will change. Its energy is changed. Either it may be electrical energy or it may be a heat energy, right? And scattering occurs when gas molecules and small particles diffuse from the incoming solar radiation in different directions without any alteration to the wavelength of electromagnetic energy. Okay, here scattering will occur when it will occur scattering when gas molecules and small particles diffuse from the incoming solar radiation. Gas molecules and small particles will be there, and when it diffuse or collide with two particles, or when it collide with the gas molecules, incoming the solar radiation in different direction without any alteration to the wavelength of electromagnetic energy. Reflection of solar radiation is a process where sunlight is redirected by 180 degree, after it strikes an atmospheric particle, and mainly reflections are caused by a clouds only. Here, what do you mean by solar constant? Here, what they are saying is the solar energy reaching the periphery of the Earth atmosphere a constant for all practical purpose, and it is known as the solar constant. Because of the difficulty in achieving an accurate measurement, the exact value of the solar constant is not known with certainty, but it is believed to be 1353 and 1395 watt per meter square. The solar constant value is estimated on basis what solar radiation received on a unit area exposed perpendicular to the rays of the sun, average distance between the sun and the earth. How we can find out, how we can estimate the solar constant value means it depends on the solar radiation, how much energy we received on the unit area which is exposed perpendicular to the rays of the sun, okay, which is, it may be sun, okay, the sun rays, this is a unit area, okay, this is a unit area, right? The solar constant value, it depends upon the mainly solar radiation which is received by the unit area and which is the perpendicular to the rays of the sun at an average distance between the sun and the earth. Next is a, here, since radiation spreads out as the distance squared by the time it travels to a at distance of 1 astronomical unit. Okay, this is fine. The in India, solar radiation has been found to be that is 6 to 8 kilowatt hour per meter square, which may be considered as a one of its important energy resource in the near future, especially for the rural areas. What are the problems associated with the harnessing full solar energy? These are the three important reasons why this cannot be done are as follows. Why we cannot go with the solar this three important reasons. What are the problems associated with harnessing full solar energy? The earth is displaced from the sun, right? And since the sun's energy spread out like a light from a candle, only a small fraction of the energy leaving an area of the sun reaches an equal area on the earth. Here, sun cannot be given light at given light equal, okay, variations will be there. Only a small fraction of the energy leaving an area of the sun reaches an equal area on the earth. And here the earth rotates about its polar axis so that any collection device located on the earth's surface can receive the sun radiant energy for only about 1 half of each day. We cannot get the sun rays or sun energy 24 hours, okay, only we get the some of day like that, okay. So that is what they are saying. Each rotates, the earth rotates about its polar axis, and also collection device located on the earth's surface, it cannot receive a energy, sun radiant energy, okay, for full day 24 hours. The least predictable factor is the condition of the thin shell of the atmosphere that surrounds the Earth's surface. The Earth's atmosphere accounts for another 30% reduction in the sun's energy, as is widely known. However, the weather conditions can stop all but a minimal amount of solar radiation from reaching the Earth's surface for many days in a row. In next class, we shall discuss about the extraterrestrial irradiation, in that solar constant and solar radiation spectrum, okay.